What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor Wilson here today on the Resourceful Vet Podcast. I'm here with Heather. Heather is a veterans coach and advocate with Hire Heroes USA. And without further ado, I'd love to introduce Heather.
Awesome. Thanks, Taylor. So glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So, Heather, I know you're in the veteran ecosystem and you help a lot of people as far as job placement, resume building, and just really overall career assistance. And I'm just interested to find out more about your background and who is Heroes USA for.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hire Heroes USA, we empower service members, veterans, and spouses to succeed in the civilian workforce. And obviously that could mean something a little different for each client. So what we offer is personal career guidance, resume building, interview prep, basically one-on-one support to meet the unique needs of all the clients that we serve. All of our services are provided virtually and are completely free of charge. And so I come in as a transition specialist. I have a background in education and coaching, training, and essentially I'm here to be a support for my clients. That can look like a lot of different things depending on the client. But we always start with the resume. So making sure that clients have a solid resume that really accurately represents their skills and presents them well for their next step. Then we move through career coaching and guidance, and eventually we get to celebrate that hire at the end.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you got a lot going on there. And, what is Hire Heroes USA exactly?
We're a nonprofit organization, and our intention is to help veterans and spouses get hired, get into the civilian workforce. And so it's done in a variety of ways. And some of it is, obviously working with clients, which is my main role. But a lot of it is on the other side as well, helping employers to see the value of hiring veterans, to understand the incredible skills that veterans and spouses have to offer, and find ways to integrate them into the workforce. And I think it's an untapped population that's often overlooked, but it has incredible value and great potential to add to the value of an organization once you can see that. And I think that's the role of my position as a transition specialist, is really to make that evident on a resume, or to help a client make that evident in an interview. So an employer's not sitting there thinking like, I don't know, how can I use this guy? They're looking at that resume, or they're hearing them talking in an interview, and they're like, man, this guy's got everything that I want. How do I bring this guy in? And so, just kind of coaching clients, getting them to the point where they're comfortable talking about their skills, to some extent bragging on themselves, and making them look as attractive as we know they are.
Absolutely. Well, you talk about, integration into the workforce, and I'm interested, why is having a resume important for veterans and military spouses?
Yeah, your resume is the paper list, or the paper copy of your accomplishments. If you want to think of it maybe like a marketing collateral, right? It's like the paper way that you show what you have to offer. I like to say in the workforce, like it really, in the whole job search process, is kind of like advertising, right? A good ad is meant to like convince a customer that they need to buy this product. Well, in the job search process, the customer is the employer, and the product is you, the candidate, right? And so the resume, a good, well-written resume, does that for you. So somebody looking at that resume is like, wow, look at all these things this person has. I want to bring them in. Like, I need them on my team. So it does that on paper. I think it also, it helps us to organize our thoughts, to really find a focus. Best practice for a civilian resume is no more than 2 pages. And I get clients who come in with 20, 25 years of experience. They're like, how the heck am I supposed to put that on 2 pages, right? And so obviously there's some tips and tricks with that we share and guide people through. But the intention too is to kind of like, well, what is your focus? Don't tell me everything you've ever done in 20 years. Tell me the things that relate to where you're headed next. And so we help them to do that as well, get that focus. And sometimes that resume just serves as like a backup for what the person already knows, right? If you're one of those people that I've already made my connections, I already have my network, like I'm already working into some positions, and I have this organization that's interested in me, I'll be fine. I'll probably just get hired without it. The truth is that at some point they're going to say, okay, great. Well, HR is going to handle your hiring. Send them your resume. And so, yes, like the resume didn't get you that job, but you need a resume to kind of wrap it all up. So it's an important piece for every client to have. And, we'll help you build it. Sometimes we're just doing a revision. Sometimes we're building from the ground up and we're looking at a white piece of paper, and that's okay. That's where I come in. I'll help, I promise.
Absolutely. Well, I know too that Hire Heroes USA, their framework they use for their resumes actually has a scientific example or tried and tested, backed by over thousands of people that have, applied this same resume framework, and it's helped them in getting jobs. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the goal with the resume is to have it super clean and clear on the page, minimal formatting. Think of things like, you don't want to have where you're like, man, I can't figure out where this bullet went, or why is this template acting crazy? Walk away from all of that. It should be so super simple that none of that happens as you're working on it. And the idea is that then when you submit it online through, an application into the employer's applicant tracking system, that system reads it the same way, reads it clean and clear. When an HR manager goes and pulls up your account or prints that resume, that's how it comes out, clean and clear. Because that person, you're not the only person that applied for that job, right? There might have been 100 applicants for that job. And so as that manager is looking at all these resumes, if they need an easy sorting tactic, they're like, which ones look good, right? Which ones can I actually understand on the page? So that's the idea behind the resume that we put together for our clients. It's been shown to be incredibly effective. It was used for over 11,000 hires last year, 50,000. I think actually we might be at 52,000 now in the history of the organization. So it works. I think sometimes it's a shock. People are like, wow, it's so simple. I'm like, exactly. That's the whole point. That's what we're going for. And so that's the guidance that we're always going to give. Keep it simple. Let your skills shine more so than the fact that you know how to use a template.
Wow. Well, it sounds like what you guys have created and what you're doing really has made a difference in a lot of other people's lives. And, I couldn't be more proud to be a part of, this organization, what you guys have done. So, in closing, how can veterans and military spouses find out more about Hire Heroes USA?
Yeah, great question. So best thing is to go on our website, hireheroesusa.org. You can sign up there for our free services. After that, we'll match you with a transition specialist like me. Who knows, it might be me, who'll work on your resume and connect you with all those resources. And if you want to follow us, learn more about us, of course, you can check us out on all the social media channels. We're on LinkedIn and Instagram. And if you are in a position where you can, financially support an organization with a great mission like this, we're entirely donation driven, so that can also be done through our website. And I look forward to working with additional veterans and spouses. I know that you're really well connected in this community, so I welcome, the chance to work with someone that needs this support. Who knows? Maybe you will get matched with me. You never know.
Absolutely. Well, if you do, you do. So, with that, I want to thank you, Heather. And, for anybody, again, if you're out there and you're wondering what's next and, you're looking for your next opportunity, definitely check out Hire Heroes USA, and they may be just the right fit for you. All right. Thank you. Until next time.
Yeah.